What's up, everybody? Kyle Marlett here. Welcome to Unwrapped, presented by refereesmagic.com. Hey! Welcome back to Unwrapped. I'm Kyle Marlett. We're going to have a good show. Peeps. People. Peeps mean people, by the way, for those who don't know. Anywho, this week on Unwrapped, we have two effects. The first one is One by One by Chris Webb, and the other one is The Box by Mark Southworth. So let's check out a live performance of The Box. You're amazing. What's your name?
Fallon.
Fallon? Very lovely name. And Nick? It's an okay, lovely name. All right. Very lovely, okay, lovely. Fallon, I have a clear see-through box here, okay? And there's a card folded up in this box, and that's my prediction. Pretty exciting, right? I'm going to sit that right there on top of my microphone, and you can watch after it, make sure I don't touch it or anything like that. And Nick, I have a deck of cards here, all different, all mixed up. Go ahead, take a card. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't even matter if I see it, okay? And I have here a Sharpie marker. What I want you to do, Nick, is to make sure that's the only card in the world that's like that card that you have there in your hand. I want you to, if I can uncap the marker, I'm pretty strong, Nick. I'm pretty strong. I don't want to show off or anything. But do either sign your name on it or draw a picture, whatever you want, so you know it's your something that I can show the world. Nothing too dirty, Nick. I don't trust you, no offense. All right. Wonderful. Cool. And cap the marker. Okay. We're gonna take the card. Your whatever. I don't even know. I didn't even look at it. Right? We're gonna put it in the middle of the deck, and cool. And I'll take the marker. This is what's gonna happen. Ballot. You've been holding onto a card box the entire time, correct?
The entire time.
I have a prediction card in there, yes?
Yeah.
Now, if my prediction card came close, like let's say it came close to the color or the suit, or even if it was exactly the right card, that would be incredible, yes? That would be insane in the membrane.
Insane.
Right, Fallon? Check this out, watch, we're gonna open up the box, and very clearly, I want you to see there's only one card in there. We're gonna take it out, one card. Nick, do me a favor, unfold it, I don't want to touch it. Open it up.
Good work.
Is that your card?
Yeah.
With your signature?
Yep.
The only one in the world like that.
Only one in the world.
And you can even look at the box if you wish. You can keep this card, Nick. This is a souvenir, my
I
friend.
think I will. Thank
It
you.
has your signature on it. It's
Sweet.
going to be worth so much money one day.
Especially when you go lost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for
Sweet.
watching, guys.
Thank
High
you.
five. High five. High five.
Good work.
Okay, so that was a live performance of The Box by Mark Southworth. This effect is similar to other effects on the market, where hypothetically you have a box sitting on the table, they don't know what's inside the box, you have some pick and sign a card, and ends up being inside the box the entire time. So this plot has been around for a while. There's been other versions like John Kennedy's box, or David Regal has a Clarity box, I believe. And each one has their perks and their weaknesses. This one specifically, I really like. So this one, Mark has come up with a box that it's a black box with a clear lid, and it's really thin. That's what I like a lot about this, is because a lot of these boxes, you know, they're really big and bulky, and they're hard to carry around, and you know, you can't really just throw it in your pocket or something. One of the best things I think about this is the fact that it is so compact and small that I have no problem carrying it around, you know, in my pocket, because it's not going to take up pocket space. It's not going to make my pocket look all bulgy, and it's not going to hurt, you know, when I sit down. It's not going to, corners aren't going to press into my leg or anything. So it's really nice. The effect itself is great, because it's really nice because, you know, you if you think about it, it's impossible. You have a box, you place it on the table, in the spectator's hands, whatever, they can see that there's a card folded up inside. They don't know what the card is, they don't know what the significance of that card is or anything, but they are holding on to it or watching it. You then have someone pick a card, sign the card, you open up the box, you dump that card out, it ends up being their signed card that's been folded up in their hands the entire time. I mean, you can't really get too much better than that. I mean, that's a great trick. And Mark, like I said, he's made it compact and small. The gimmick itself is really clever, really well made. I see it lasting a long time. But the biggest thing that Mark has done compared to some other previous tricks like this is that he's made a way where you can make this with any deck of cards that you would like. and with other objects like pieces of paper and things like that. So if you want to, if you prefer a tally-ho deck, you can make this out of a tally-ho deck. If you prefer whatever, you can make it out of that. Or if you want to do, if you're not a magician and you strictly do more mentalism or mind reading or anything like that, this could be a perfect billet prediction because you have a piece of paper there the entire time. They name off stuff, you write some stuff down on a pad so you can, go over it later on. You take the piece of paper, dump it out, and inside is a matched prediction of everything that person just said. So it's really good. My one complaint about this, if I had to give a complaint, is that the DVD is a little boring. It's not the most crazy well-produced DVD. There's no background music or anything like that. But with that being said, it is completely informative. So you are learning everything, and you are, he does go over everything in incredible detail. The DVD itself was just like boring. It was hard to watch. But don't let that turn you off. Like I said, it is informative, and maybe I'm just a stickler or something. But when I watch magic DVDs, I want to have fun. I want to be entertained because this is a fun thing to do. I'm learning a cool magic trick. So I want the DVDs that I watch to be fun and informative and just fun. So that was my only complaint. But that has nothing to do with the trick. Has nothing to do with if you learn everything or not. That's just my personal opinion. I wish the DVD was a little more produced, but the trick itself is great. The gimmick is nice. You get 2 boxes. You get a gimmick one, an ungimmick one, so you can switch it out, and you also get a nice little thing that I think is perfect for walk around, where you it's like a nice how would you describe it? Like a not necessarily canvas, but a nice strong little bag, like a little square bag that has an eye rivet. I think that's the technical term, a rivet. I think rivet. I don't know how to build anything, so a rivet. And what you can do is, therefore, you could take, for example, a piece of chain or a piece of rope and padlock it shut, or even just put a padlock in there. So now you have this, sealed prediction that even, adds to the impossibility instead of just having it sit on the table. And which, to be honest with you, that itself, by putting it in that bag, you can also, easily do this in a parlor situation because it makes it bigger. It makes it play bigger. So those are just some of my thoughts on the box by Mark Southworth. Gimmick's well made. The trick itself is great. You get everything you need. The DVD is incredibly informative. And that's it. So that is the box. So let's take a look at a live performance of 1 by 1 by Chris Webb. Chancellor, what's up, buddy? Kyle, nice to meet you. How's everything good? Good, we're good. We're gonna show you a card trick. And the cards, I'm gonna rip my thumb down the side of the deck. You just tell me when to stop, okay? Look like you're victorious. Right there. Cool. Take a look at it. It's okay if I see it. You can show the camera. Oh. Close. All right, yeah. Perfect. So the Jack of Clubs, okay? This is gonna happen, man. I'm gonna take your card, the Jack of Clubs, and we're gonna place that on the bottom of the deck, okay? And we're gonna leave it sticking out just like this. In a second, what's gonna happen is your card is going to travel from the bottom of the deck to the top of the deck without me touching it, okay? You can see it? It starts out right here at the bottom of the deck, right? Watch. Just give it a little rub. And actually see it start to travel right up the deck. Almost to the top, right? That's your card, yes? Right? Almost to the top. And if you just go like this, it actually travels all the way to the top. Is that your card? Pretty awesome, right? Wow. Right? You can actually look at the deck and everything. You can take a look.
This is cool.
Your very subtle reaction, Chase. You're like, this is cool. This is cool. Alright, so that was a live performance of 1 by 1 by Chris Webb. This effect, if you couldn't tell from the live performance, is based off, just a classic plot where you have a spectator's selected card, you place it towards the very bottom of the deck, and you visibly see it rise up the deck, eventually to the top of the deck. So this is Chris Webb's variation on that type of plot. Let's just talk about it real quick. So this is a nice little packaging you get. DVD, everything, really nice package. The DVD itself is well produced, well lit. What's frustrating is Chris is so darn likable. That's really frustrating. He's really likable, and you just like watching him. Like he could just be teaching, anything, and you just be like, this is great. He's really likable and very personable on camera, and that's really nice. It's really nice to just enjoy watching the person who's teaching you. The trick itself is, here's the thing. So these type of effects, the rising card plot. There are, for those who don't know, there are like ungimmicked versions that take, sleight of hand and a lot of work. There are completely gimmicked versions that take nothing and it just does it for you. But Chris has come up with one that is a gimmick that you make that's very easy to make and you can make in a few minutes. And you get a few things in your DVD, but you need to supply a few things at home that you probably already have. But it's gimmicked, but also you use a little bit of sleight of hand. So it kind of brings both, best of both worlds into the situation. I will say that you're going to have to practice this. And I'm not going to lie, even if you watched in the live performance, I had a slight difficulty, getting everything to work. And that's because it's a little knacky. It's a little knacky. It takes a little bit of practice. So, if you're one of those people who love just to take a magic trick right out of the box and go perform it 1,000 times, you're going to be slightly disappointed because you're going to actually have to practice this, which you should practice your magic anyway. No matter how easy it is, you should still practice. So this is a little knacky. It does take some sleights. It just takes, some practice getting everything, the hand movements and everything else down. But once it's down, if you watch Chris do it in the demo, which I posted below, you watch that, he makes it look amazing. That's because he has practice, obviously, and it's his trick, so he's done it 1,000 times. So, just practice and really watch the DVD, and Chris goes over everything really well thought out and taught, and, everything's in good detail, and there's like a lot of live performances. I was really surprised because some tricks on DVDs, they're like, here's one live performance, but Chris has I want to say 4, maybe 5 live performances, and it's all of the same trick, but it's nice because you see him do it multiple times in a few different situations and scenarios, and you see him get to work it, which is really nice. So those are my thoughts. So DVD, really good. Trick, really good. It's a little knacky, a little sleight of hand involved, a little, some stuff that you need to work on and practice. But besides that, if you can get it down, it's a great trick. And what's nice here, let me mention this real quick. What's nice is that the gimmick is like one card. So what's nice is you can keep it in the same card box as your normal cards. You could easily just do, he uses this as an ending to an ambitious card. So he literally has this in his deck the entire time, but I say you could use this, you could keep this in your deck for a few different routines and nobody will notice and it won't get in your way or anything like that. So that's kind of nice as well. So that is 1 by 1 by Chris Webb, and it's a lot of fun. So there you go. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this week's Unwrapped. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. Hope you enjoyed my good looks and whatnot. Anywho, if you watched Unwrapped before, you know that every single week we ask you guys to do 2 things. Subscribe to your channel at Murphy's Magic if you haven't already, and comment below on last week's previous video and telling us what you liked and what you didn't like about each of those effects. And then this week, I would randomly pick a winner who commented below and subscribed to win last week's effects, which were Stetzel's Button by John Stetzel and Horizon by Matthew Wright. And this week's winner is Design in Direction. You were the winner. Congratulations! Woo! You won both of these. Go to facebook.com/Murphy's Magic Supplies and shoot me a message, and I will give both of these to you and get them out to you. And if you would like to win this week's prizes, which once again was 1 by 1 by Chris Webb and the box by Mark Southworth. Mark Southworth. Then do the same thing. Subscribe to this channel, Murphy's Magic, if you haven't already. I do check. That is one of the rules. And comment below telling me what you liked and what you didn't like about both of these effects. And you can go into lengthy detail and make it, or you can make it short. I do read all of them, so the more detail, the more I might pick you. Might pick you. So good luck. You could win both of these. Awesome. I wanted to just give a shout out to all of you guys. You guys are awesome. We've done this for, I think, 16 weeks now. and you guys are awesome. From the very first one until now, you get more and more people are finding out about Unwrapped. I see tons of lengthy reviews below. That's just awesome. Thank you for doing that. It helps everybody. It helps everybody to read those and to hear different thoughts on the tricks and stuff. And also, thanks for coming back every week. If you've been here from the beginning, or even if this is your first one, welcome to Unwrapped. If this is your first one, welcome to my home. This is literally my home. But I just want to say thanks. Thanks for everybody. Thanks everybody. It's gonna be. We're gonna move on to week 17. Keep going. Keep this going. Yeah.